Hello，大家好，我是李贝。All right, I'm as in my previous videos these few days, I'm not sure what to do because I took the HSK6. It's 6 days ago now, and I'm just waiting on my marks, and I'm considering what to do in the future. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure I passed the exam. Last time I thought I did all right, and I did not do all right. I did terribly. Maybe it's the same situation. I don't know, but I feel like I did okay. I don't think I could easily do better on it. So while I wait for my marks, I'm considering what to do in the future. One option, one potential future, as I call them, is to prepare for the HSK 7-9. There's advantages and disadvantages of this. The main advantage is something concrete to do. The disadvantages are, like, this is a really hard exam. There's also very little in the way of preparation material, so I have to think about that. Yeah. So anyway, in this video, I might delve into this question, into this possibility, and just take a look at this. This is the vocabulary textbook. There's a 上册 and there's also a 下册, 2 volumes, 1, 2, right? Okay. Off the bat, there is one thing I don't like about this, is that all the words are in alphabetical order. It's more like a dictionary, and you're like studying a dictionary. All the words alphabetical order. So yeah, this will lead to the problem which I've had before, is that Chinese words which start with A, B, and C, I'm really good at, but Chinese words that start with J, I'm not as good at. So whenever I start these textbooks, I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad, I can do this. And then I get to the part where I get to like D or E, it's like, oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. In preparing for the HSK6, I did not just study the HSK6 vocabulary. I haven't tested it in a while. It stops becoming meaningful to test your vocabulary size at my level nowadays, but it's something in the ballpark of 15,000 words that's in my passive vocabulary, and 3,000 characters. 3,000 characters also passive. Yeah. Yeah, so does it say here? The HSK6... the HSK 7-9 has 10,000 words and 3,000 characters, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of these words I already know. And I have actually studied them in previous videos and so on as well. Anyway, let's just take a look at this. I'll mull over this possibility. But there's 2 books, and they're thick. They have quite a lot of weight to them. Yeah, so the first book, it has how many chapters? Oh, 47 units. All right, 47 units. Each unit has 20 words. Each unit has 60 words, sorry. 60 words. Yeah. That's a lot. And annoyingly, they're all grouped together alphabetically. So if I want to go to ChatGPT and say, can you turn this into like a textbook chapter? Yeah, it might not be able to do that. Although it would make it easy to copy and paste. Yeah, I have to think about this. Maybe I should just go should just go word by word and get ChatGPT to generate an example paragraph, that sort of thing. Yeah. It's just the same, isn't it? The second half is just the same. 60 words per unit, 94 units. Maybe the last one doesn't have exactly 60, but you get the idea. What's 60 times 94? Let's just say 60 times 100 is 6,000, right? So it's, hold on, 6 times 100, 6,000, yeah. So that's the number of words, is that right? I'll get out my calculator. I feel like it's one of these things, it's like I should be better at maths, given my academic background. But sometimes I'm not very good at arithmetic. So 94 times 60 is 5,640. Yeah, like it's a bit less than 6,000. That's not as many as I was thinking. Oh yeah, so the HSK, the new HSK 3.0 in totality has something like 11,000 words. So it's like 5,000 extra on top of HSK 1 through 6. All right, that makes sense. All right. All right, if I were to go through this entire textbook, it would take me a while. It would take me a while. I don't want to commit to it just yet. It would take me, well, if I spent a day per unit, 60 words. 60 words take me 2 or 3 days. Because I want to study them properly. Yeah, 2 or 3 days. Let's get the calculator. So, sorry, I've got a calculator on my screen. So let's say 3 days per 94 units. If I don't have any rest, 282 days. And yeah, that's less than a year. That's doable. But it means I don't really have time to do other things, does it? I'm just mulling this over at the moment. All right, let's just pick a random chapter and see how long it would actually take me. So should I go word for word and just go into each word? I don't know. Fang by itself. Ugh, it's a thick book, hard to keep still. What should I do with this word though? Fang. So these are example. They're not. It's not the definition. Definition's still in English. Why would you put the definition in English at a HSK7 level? Maybe because it's easy to copy and paste. Realistically, yeah, you shouldn't rely too much on the definition in English. You should get out your trusty Sendai Hanyu Zidian and look it up in here. All right. Fang, imitate. Yeah, it's 模仿 or 仿佛的仿. 仿真, 仿写. All right. So these are like collocations. They're like short phrases which contain collocations. Yeah, 仿制. So this would be duplicate or something. Imitate, copy. 仿制, 仿制品, 仿制出来. Okay, so it's functioning as a verb here. 仿制品, it's kind of as a prefix. Or maybe the 品 will be the suffix. Yeah, so it's a copy or a duplicate. Yeah, here we would have to think like what sort of things would be 仿制品. So maybe like Nike shoes or something like this, like the imitation Nike shoes, something like that. 访谈, interview, 节目. I don't know that word, but honestly, interview, because you've got 采访 and 谈 coming together. 采访. Yeah, this is a different 访, isn't it? 采访的访. Yeah, 不是模仿仿佛的仿. It's yeah, 访谈采访的访. 访谈节目参加访谈. Here it's functioning as a noun, right? So it's a verb functioning as a noun, meaning the act of this. Usually I say 面试, so I'm not sure what the difference is there. 纺织, weave. Yeah, I don't encounter this word very often, but you encounter it, I don't know, when you talk about weavers and things like that, like people who are weaving. 纺织品, 纺织厂, yeah. So this is woven products and a factory where weaving takes place. I'm not sure, what am I supposed to do with this? Maybe I should just, like, if I were to study this properly, what should I do? I guess I'm tempted to just go every single word, get ChatGPT to give me an example paragraph. I kind of feel like example paragraphs are the new example sentences. Because we live in the future, right? We live in the future. We don't have to go to example sentence databases and like trawl through the worst example sentences ever and just go, ChatGPT, give me an example paragraph for this word where it's used multiple times. Yeah, and like not only does that improve like knowledge of the word, it also like it's usually used with collocations and appropriate context and things like this. Whereas these example sentence databases are just some random sentence extracted from some random context that you don't know about, usually with random proper nouns thrown in. I don't know, like the Chilean embassy in Jakarta or something like this. I was like, oh, all right, I just wanted to learn the word yesterday. Yesterday, the Chilean embassy in Jakarta was closed. It'll be something like that. And so, like, if you give the word yesterday to ChatGPT, it'll give you an appropriate example paragraph. Yeah. Okay. 放过, let go. 放过. Well, 放 is let go. The 过. It sounds like a compliment, right? 我放过任何机会. No, it's not a compliment. Maybe it's like 路过, whereas it is a word. Can you say 放过过? Maybe. 放过对手. So is this similar to 松手? I'm not sure. 放水, lose deliberately. No, I don't know this word. Looks like slang. 放水, to release water. 他故意放水, 输了比赛. I do not know that one. 放肆. Yeah, this is an adjective. This is a HSK word. 放肆, right? Or is it 大肆 on the HSK? I don't know. One of those. 放肆的行为, 放肆的笑. Yeah, it's kind of a negative word, as I understand. It's unbridled, like it's not a good thing. 放样, I don't know this word. 放置, let's go through and see how many I don't know. 放置, I don't know, but I can kind of look at the characters and go, oh yeah, I know. lay up. I don't know what lay up means in English. 放置在舞台中央. 中央, 放置在舞台. Do you mean lay out? Or what is lay up? Lay up is a basketball term, right? A lay up. You lay up the ball for your teammate and they dunk it. Yeah. 放置. This is why the English translations are kind of, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Lay up. Lay up. Oh, it also means to stay at someone's place, right? I will lay you up for a few days. Something like that. 放纵. I don't know 放纵. 飞速. 飞速 is a word I use in my active vocabulary. 飞速. I guess it's 和飞一样的速度. This sort of thing. Full speed? Not necessarily full speed, it's just very fast, right? 飞速. 飞往. Is that really a word? 飞往. It's kind of like two, like 飞 and 往. 飞翔, yeah. 飞跃, yeah. This is not challenging. 飞得, 飞法, 飞帆, 飞吻, 飞吻, I don't know. Oh, it's different. 飞. Oh, I know this 飞. Where do I know this 飞? I know this 飞from. Oh, maybe I know it from this word. It's pretty rare. 飞了. So maybe here there's like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 words that I don't know or could benefit from studying. So I feel like at least half of them it's not even worth thinking about. Like 飞帆, yeah, I know 飞帆, 飞法, 飞得, 飞跃, 飞翔, 飞往, 飞速. All those are not really, I don't think there's any room for improvement there. But some of these I don't really know. 房子 I know. Oh, 房子 I know. 房子 I probably should improve upon. There's also some exercises. I'll think about that later on. 肥胖, obesity, fat. Is it an adjective? 肥胖. Oh yeah, function is an adjective as well. Obese. 肥胖. I've always thought of it as a noun meaning obesity. 过度肥胖, excessively fat. 身材肥胖. Yeah. Anyway. 肥沃, fertile, usually describes soil. 肥沃的土地. 肥皂, soap, like in the shower or whatever. 诽谤. 诽谤 is slander or libel. It's often used in a legal context. 诽谤别人. 恶意诽谤. 废 has multiple meanings, but it's usually used for something like abolish, like 废除. This one. 废, or you say 废话, 别说废话. 废水 is like wastewater, this sort of thing. So there's quite a few usages of this. 废报纸, yeah, this is waste newspapers. 废手机, waste mobile phones. Yeah, maybe you're recycling them or something. Yeah, this is what I'm used to. Abolish. Yeah, 这个工厂已经废了. Okay. The other one is 废墟. Is that on the list? 废墟 here. Yeah, ruins. 废除, 废话, 废品. 废寝忘食. This is a 成语. 废寝忘食. This is a HSK6 成语 as well, right? Meaning to, like, you're so busy that you don't sleep or eat. Yeah, it says forget to sleep or eat, but it's because you're busy. 废寝忘食的工作. Yeah. 废物, 废墟. These are not problems for me. 沸沸扬扬. Okay, this one I don't know, but 沸 means to boil here. Here it is. 沸腾, boil. So 扬扬, yang meaning to raise. Yang. I don't know. I don't know the logic here. In a hubbub. 喧嚣? No, what is in a hubbub? 沸沸腾腾的议论. 闹得沸沸腾腾. Yeah, I don't know what in a hubbub means. Hubbub. How can you be in a hubbub? Do you mean in a hurry? What is in a hubbub? I don't know this. 沸沸扬扬. In a hubbub. I have no idea what in a hubbub means. This is the problem, isn't it? Like, you'll get this sort of thing, and it's like, oh, I don't know this word. What does it mean? In a hubbub. Okay, what does in a hubbub mean? I don't know. What does in a hubbub mean? It's like in a tizzy, is it? Something like this. Okay, 形容人声喧闹，议论纷纷，就像翻滚升腾的开水一样。Okay, that's much more useful, isn't it? That's 10,000 times more useful than in a hubbub. All right. So it's used as an adjective to describe a scenario where there's a whole bunch of 议论, like comments, and there's so many comments that it's like boiling water. A general hubbub arose. Yeah, that makes sense. What's inner hubbub? I've never heard of inner hubbub. 大家沸沸扬扬的嚷起来. So I'm envisaging a stock market or something like that, maybe. 消息沸沸扬扬的传开了 spread. All right. 不要把这事闹得沸沸扬扬. Don't shout it from the rooftops. Oh, sorry. Don't shout it from the rooftops. All right. All right. So, 沸沸扬扬 is a thing. Apparently, inner hubbub is a phrase or something. I don't know. Is this an American dialect thing or something? I don't know. Do people use it in Australia? Anyway. 非常费劲分辨分寸分担 I don't know 分担分割分红分化 yeah oh sorry 分化 yeah these I kind of know really 分辨 in context yeah 分辨出maybe 分辨出中国人和日本人 or something like this 不知分辨不知分辨真假分辨是非 yeah distinguish between true and false or genuine and fake and 是非 right and wrong right 不知分寸 sense of propriety yeah doesn't come up in my everyday life this phrase I always think of the Pirates of the Caribbean, where some of them have a sense of propriety, behaving proper and so on. 分担, I don't really know, share. So 担 will be 担任的担, to take on a responsibility. Okay, so 分担工作, 分担责任. So share the responsibility for work and or 责任. Share the responsibility for responsibilities. 分割 carve up. I'm guessing this is going to be carve up in the sense of like a tract of land or something like this. 割 meaning to cut, often used in 割草, to cut the grass. Yeah, there's other words meaning to cut. So 不可分割财产. Okay, so maybe this one, you have a deceased relative and you need to divide up their deceased estate. So 分割财产 Yeah, 分红 share bonuses. 分红 I've seen translated as dividends. 分红年终分红按季分红 Share out bonuses is a verb. I'm not sure why they didn't put like a verb or a noun here. 分红. If they're using this, then it's a separable verb. 分红. 分红, this one. 分配红利. It is a verb. Okay, 年终分红. Yeah, all right. So it is a verb. I've always seen it translated as dividend, but it's a verb meaning distribute dividends. All right. In Chinese, it's a verb. 分化, split up. Yeah. I mean, a whole bunch of words ending in 化 mean to cause it to become whatever comes before it. 优化, 优 meaning optimal. So 优化 is optimize. Yeah, that sort of thing. 分化敌人, so split up the enemies. 两极分化. Yeah. So I'm not sure how deeply should I go into these. me, to secrete. It is a verb. Okay, so we don't put the to on verbs. When we're using verbs, we just use the word. So secrete here is a verb. To secrete, it's a pretty disgusting word, but you often talk about secreting like saliva, secreting sweat, or secreting dopamine or other hormones and pheromones and whatever. For me, yeah, secreting stomach acid. Yeah. All right, 分明. This is a HSK6 word. 分歧, yeah. Okay, 分脏, I don't know, 分脏. 脏, 肮脏, 脏兮兮的脏. It does mean dirty, doesn't it? So it sounds like it's slang to me. 因为分赃不均，犯罪团伙内部产生了矛盾. Okay, so sharing the spoils, but in English, sharing the spoils doesn't necessarily imply it's a bad thing. I mean, if you're the good guys in the battle, 分赃. So presumably it's like for pirates and things like that. 分赃. Share the booty. Share ill-gotten gains or power. 分取赃款, dirty money. 赃款. 赃物以及其他以不正当手段得来的赃物和权益。Yeah. 分支、分方、分付、分为、坟. Yeah, 坟墓 is more common, but I see on street names 坟坟墓焚烧、焚丝、粉碎, 分量. Yeah, I haven't figured out what the difference is between 分量and 重量. Maybe 分量 is more abstract. 重量 is your literal physical weight. You stand on the scales and get a number or something like that. 分外, 分外, fourth tone. 分外高兴. I don't know the second usage. 他对分外的工作也认真负责. All right, 份额分利. Okay, 分利, I don't really know 分利. But I feel like I could just guess it from context. If I was reading and I saw 分利往前跑, like, all right. It's like, I would just assume it means like strenuously or effortfully or something like this. 奋力反抗, like strive to resist or something like this. 奋勇, summon up one's courage. 奋勇向前, 奋勇杀敌. All right. It's one of these words that, again, I have not really studied, but I absolutely would guess that correctly if it was in my reading. If it was in my listening, probably. I'd probably still get it right. Yong talks about bravery. Fen is kind of more like, what's the word? Like inspiring and stirring up, this sort of thing. 奋勇向前. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I just auto-process that, even though I haven't studied these words. Fen. This fen is dung. Dung in the sense of stool or poopy. 牛粪, 尸粪. Yeah, like cow pats or cow dung. Yeah, 粪. 牛粪. All right. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? That wasn't especially... Like, I skipped a whole bunch of those words. Like, if I wanted to do this and go through everything properly, I would probably just go through each word to make sure I am not, like, overlooking something. Just make sure what I think it means is what it actually means, and there's no kind of, oh, also there's this kind of side issue over here. That sort of thing may be a bit of is a bit of an issue. Then again, that's only an issue for the HSK6 Bing section. Yeah, studying these words to exhaustion so that you know when a word is used incorrectly. It matters when you're finding grammar errors in sentences. It doesn't really matter so much in the real world. If you go and point out people's grammar errors, they get annoyed at you, especially if you're not a native speaker. Yeah, it's the same for me in English as well. I make all these grammar errors when speaking. And, it's just part of being human and part of not caring. When you're a native speaker, you care a lot less about making grammar errors. It's like, all right, I don't care. I'm not writing an essay. I'm not quoting a sonnet. All right. So I have to think about this. Should I do this? Could I do it if I spent one day per unit, that would still take me 3 months. To do the whole lot, and that's just the vocabulary. then there's the grammar. Then there's grammar as well. The grammar, the main problem is that I know most of these words. I'll have to think about it. I have to think about what to do. They are in alphabetical order, which makes it easy to access them on the internet and copy and paste them into ChatGPT. So I could just give, I don't know, 5 at a time to ChatGPT and say, create example paragraphs for each of these. Yeah. And just do it in a batch like that. I mean, it would be worth reading a lot regardless of anything else. And then there's all these exercises. Are they worth doing? Choose the right words from blah, 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 fill in blanks. Again, what are we doing with English? I feel like English was phased out at HSK4. Surely by the end of HSK4, you don't need English anymore. It's kind of weird seeing it reappear HSK7. Can you see that? Kind of hard for me to make that any brighter without rearranging all my stuff. All right, 他什么什么朝你的方向去了。我没有看见他吗？分明 Yeah, 分明 We need to put an adverb here. Yeah, so clearly looking in your direction. You didn't see it? Yeah, this is usually when you have a filming sentence, you're about to say, clearly this is true. Did you not notice? Or something like this. That's definitely filming. 他们在公司合作方式上存在很大的分歧。All right, that's easy. 父亲什么什么吩咐大哥月底前一定要从北京赶回来。Yeah, 吩咐 that's easy. 公司派他去了上海，那儿新设立个什么什么机构。I'm expecting something like branch, a subsidiary. 分店机构。什么什么机构。This one, 分支. Sorry, here, 分支. Yeah, that one I had to think about. 分支机构, absolutely. 人们在欢乐的什么什么中，迎来了新的一年。欢乐的 Oh, I need an F word. Okay, let's move on. 欢乐的 I'm not sure. 欢乐的粉丝。欢乐的芬芳 Yeah, the 芬芳 would work. And 粉丝 would work as well. So 人们在欢乐的 what was the first one? 芬芳中. So 芬芳 meaning fragrance, but you can use it figuratively. So in the fragrance of joy. 迎来了新的一年 brought in the new year. 粉丝人们在欢乐的粉丝中迎来了新的一年. Yeah, I think it's 粉丝 may not be the best one. It means fans. So usually when you talk about a fan, you're a fan of something. Like you might be a fan of heavy metal music, or a fan of Taylor Swift, or a fan of learning Chinese. Yeah, so maybe 芬芳 would be my choice here. If I had to choose on 芬芳, and I'm using it figuratively. All right, same thing, but yeah, no difference whatsoever, right? Oh, sorry. So this is the first 10 words I'm supposed to choose from. So up to here. Oh, okay, so 粉丝 is not allowed anyway. All right. Anyway, most of them, well, at least the first 3 I got even without, even if you didn't give me the list of words to choose from, I would have got them. Oh, actually, maybe not this one, because there's alternatives. But if you said it had to start with F, I would have got it. 这种黑面包主要是由这种面粉做成的. Yeah. This is 粉. 面粉 is flour in Chinese. 杯子被他摔得粉碎. Easy, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, these questions are quite reasonable because they teach you collocations. Yeah, which is much more important. Like they become super important HSK5 at least, maybe even HSK4. HSK3, you're kind of like, I said a grammatical sentence. That's the limit of my skill. Yeah, once you get past there, you've got to use the correct collocations and match up the words correctly. It's not like right and wrong, it is more like it sounds nice. 这个西瓜什么什么不轻，分量不轻。大概有20斤. Yeah, that was too easy. Yeah. Then if it was me, I wouldn't put anything in there, right? 不轻。这个西瓜不轻，很重，不轻。分量 Yeah, anyway. 今天见到了自己喜欢的明星，我非常高兴。我分外高兴。What was it? 分外 Yeah, 分外高兴。分外高兴。Yeah. All right. 我们公司的产品在国内市场上占有50%的份额，也份额，计算份额。Yeah, all right. They're not especially challenging, but they get you to think about the words. All right. And here we have some. So this is what it's like. This is what studying grammar is like for me. Like, it's not this. Like you go to these grammar textbooks and it just goes through all these kind of, like, you think grammar is made up from a whole bunch of conjunctions, like 我看, this sort of thing. In reality, it's like this, and you study the grammar for every single word you learn. Some of them do not follow the same grammar patterns. Like you find a verb like 覆盖. Sometimes 覆盖, like which side? 覆盖 meaning to cover. So the snow covers the mountain, or the mountain is covered by snow. Which order do you put them in? And that's the kind of thing you think about when I study grammar. So this is what we're looking at here. It's interesting how we went from English here on the thing you don't need English for. And then you get the grammar explanations where they use words like 前缀, which are non-HSK words. 前缀 is prefix in Chinese. Switch back to Chinese for the bit which you would benefit from having English. The part where you would benefit from by having English, they switch to Chinese, and the part where it makes no difference, they switch to English. 前缀, yeah, 非 is usually used as a prefix to negate things. 用在一些名词性成分的前面. So used before phrases that function as nouns. Maybe just just phrases and so on. 表示不属于某种范围. Yeah. 例如非金属 non-metallic. 非金属 sorry, you can't see that. 非处方药 so non-prescription medicine. 非卖品 so like 非卖品 a product that's not for sale, something like that. 这把椅子虽然看起来像金属做的，但其实使用的是非金属材料。Yeah, right. We kind of know these things. You know the word 非常, right? 非常. That's probably the most common, right? 非常, not 常, right? It's not 常, it is 非常. Yeah, it's not that obscure. Anyway, I'm just figuring out where I want to do this. 非得, yeah, 非得 usually comes with 非可非行. Sorry, 不可不行. 非得 and 非要. This is the other one. 非要. Why do we not study 非要? Oh, hold on. We're doing ones from the first part. So these 60 words, we're only looking at 6 like grammar patterns. All right. Anyway, 非得非要 is the other one. Yeah. You can have it with 不可, you can have, but often the 不可 is left off. Yeah, so it's, if you see it by itself for the first time, 非得去看看, it's the 非 here does kind of negate this, but it negates this with an omitted subsequent negation. So it's a double negative, but one of the negatives is left off. Just to confuse you. Yeah. 常跟不可不行等呼应表示必须在口语中也可以单独使用 Yeah. 要想做出成绩 What does 做出成绩 mean? 成绩 I mean, let's have a Google. 做出成绩做出成绩 做出成绩 So 成绩 here means achievements, right? 做出非凡的成绩 There it is again, isn't it? The 非 that we just looked at, the negation 非 Fan is ordinary. 非凡 extraordinary. 做出了一些成绩 Alright. Mark is doing some great things. Alright. So that is a phrase, that is a thing, 做出成绩 I mean, if it's in here, obviously it is. I mean, they're not just going to kind of lie to us or make up stuff. 做出成绩非得努力工作不可 So you must work hard. If you want to 做出成绩你不让我去我非得去看看 Yeah, sometimes sentences in Chinese are like this. 你不让我去 You don't let me go. 我非得去看看 I must go. What? It's like a 自我矛盾, right? So obviously they've got some kind of argument. Maybe it's a child with their parent or something. 为了赶明天的飞机，我们非得8点就出发。We must leave at 8 o'clock on the dot. Yeah. 废寝忘食. This is a HSK6 training. We've studied this before. 顾不得睡觉，忘记吃饭，形容非常专心努力。Oh yeah, that's a better translation, is it? So you're solely focused on your task and you're working hard at your task, and you therefore forget to sleep and or eat. No, sleep and eat. 他读这本小说时废寝忘食，一口气就读完了。一口气 is like an inner spurt. So she's got her novel out, and she must be big into novels. She's like reading it, and maybe she got immersed and like read the whole thing and forgot to sleep and eat. Some people do that, don't they? 他们废寝忘食，提前完成了任务。Yeah. So 提前 like in advance. So so they're keen on finishing this project, this task. So they forego sleep and eating. 废寝忘食，沸沸扬扬. Ah, here it is, 沸沸扬扬. This one I didn't know. 像沸腾的水一样喧闹，多形容议论纷纷. Okay, so this is like a plurality of opinions being expressed, and thereby causing a hubbub. 例如，大家对这件事的议论沸沸扬扬，大家沸沸扬扬地议论起来. Alright, so both their examples use 议论 as a collocation. So it seems like I should reserve my usage of this for situations where people are giving lots of opinions and commenting on things. 粉丝, yeah, so there's the food, 粉丝汤, and 粉丝, like Taylor Swift fans, movie fans, 粉丝, whatever. Yeah, I don't think that needs... I mean, I feel like you know that, right? If you're watching my channel at this level, you know what 粉丝 means. You've probably eaten your fair share of 粉丝, and you've probably encountered 粉丝 used many times over. 分位. Also, we've studied this in HSK6, right? It's so the meaning is just 非常, this kind of thing, right? What do they call? 超过平常, 特别. Yeah. It's an adverb. There's some special usages of it. From what I understand, there's like, I think we'll see you can't use it too arbitrarily. 女儿考上了大学，他们俩今天分外高兴. Sorry, who is 他们? So presumably 他们 parents. So this sentence could appear in a context where the parents are especially happy that their daughter or daughters, no, it'll be daughter, right? Got into university. I'm actually curious. Could it mean daughters if they had, say, twin daughters, and both of them got into university? Could you say this? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Does Nuar not specify? I don't know. Maybe if you had twin daughters who both got into university at the same time. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't want to think about that right now. Usually if you have a special circumstance such as twin daughters, you would put a men or something like this, right, to kind of clarify. 月到中秋分外明. So it's just added before an adjective. 还可以做形容词. 真的吗? 表示本分以外的. Okay, 与分内相对. 分外分内. Ah, okay, that's interesting. I did not know there is a 分内. 分. So 本分一万. So what is 本分? 本 can often be used as a pronoun meaning this, but is that what it's used? Yeah. 本分. Getting my pronunciation wrong here. 分内的责任和义务. One's duty. One's duty. All right. So 分外 here is just doing what you should do. It's like doing your job kind of thing. All right. So you're a landlord and you provide housing or something like this for someone, and that's kind of your job, but maybe not your job is certain things. I don't know, helping people get accustomed to the local neighborhood or something like this. Okay. 他从来不把帮助别人看作分外的事. Aha. So this is an adjective. This does not have any relation to this meaning at the top here. The first one is an adverb. Okay, we're learning something. I did not know this. All right. So, 分. Let's look at 分内. 分内. Okay. 分内. 分内. 本身职责或义务范围以内. 分. What does the 分 here mean? 不要写作分内. All right. Yeah, so it's not 分内, it is 分外. So it's outside your duties. It's an adjective that describes something that's outside your duties. Would your boss tell you to not do 分外的事? 在工作时间内不应该做分外的事. 分外 here it's fourth tone. 分外. 这是我分内的工作. 关心学生的学习是教师分内的事. It's kind of part of one's duties. 这是他分内的事, 分内的事, 分内的事. All right. So 分 there's 分内的事 and 分外的事. 分外. Yeah, this one. Why is there two of them? Why is there two of them? The tones are the same. Ah, this is the typo version. All right. So we're looking at the second one. No, we're looking at the first one. No, we're not looking at either of them. We're looking at an adjective. We're looking at this one. Why is it not in the dictionary? 本身职责和义务范围以外. That's an adjective. This is an error. It's not a noun. It's an adjective. Yeah, so the dictionary has an error. This is like the official dictionary as well. GF. Oh, this is 规范词典, something like that. Yeah. 分外的工作, 分外的工作, 分外香, 分外高兴. No, that's this one. No, we want adjective. This one. 分外的事. Yeah. All right. So that's something I learned. I did not know 分外 can be used as an adjective meaning outside or beyond the scope of your normal duties. 分外的事. I have to think about that. I don't recall encountering it before. Quick practice. 选择合适的词汇填空. Again, we have the English. We have the English for no obvious reason. You know what? I want to cover up the options. What have I got to cover it up with? Sorry, I used a little napkin as a bookmark in this one. So I'm going to use this napkin to cover up those because I don't think I need them. Or at least I shouldn't say that. I want to say I do not want to make my first attempt having the answers literally written there. 他为了早点做出成果，什么什么的进行科学研究。Okay, what's a word that starts with F? Yeah, 废寝忘食 right? Yeah. 那个明星离婚的消息传的沸腾 ，no 传的飞快飞速，传的飞速飞快 ，yeah something like that. OK， 做饭前，他把准备好的材料先什么什么在冰箱里，分开，先，放置在冰箱里，放置在冰箱里，火车什么什么向前，飞往 maybe 飞往飞速飞速飞速 ，this one's 飞速，车上的他看着窗外的风景。发愣 yeah I was on the train the other day. Oh, so fast. 300 kilometers an hour plus. This is Mach a quarter. A quarter of the speed of sound. 这个电视什么什么节目非常有趣。电视什么什么节目 I don't know. All right, let's see what we got. 废寝忘食 Okay, got that one in the first one. 沸沸腾洋洋 So I'm expecting a lot of I'm expecting a lot of opinions with 沸沸扬扬 访谈 No, 访谈 Sorry, my pronunciation is bad. 访谈 放置 I got 飞速 I got 肥料电视肥料节目 Right? It's a TV show about manure, about fertilizer, I should say. 电视访谈 Yeah, maybe it's that one. A television interview or discussion or panel or something. Yeah, that one makes more sense. But 肥料节目 also is logical. It's just this is more likely. 飞速 with that one. Which one did I get wrong? 沸沸扬扬 I didn't see a spot that suits 沸沸扬扬火车飞速做饭先放置 Yeah 消息传的 It must be this one, right? 消息传的沸沸扬扬 So maybe it led to a lot of gossip or something. Yeah. All right, what's next? I want to cover this up. 那个富人死前把自己的财产什么什么成了4部分 Okay, 分 I think it's just 分 by itself 分成了4部分 Yeah, I think 分 by itself, nothing else. 公司的年终分红让大家都很满意 Absolutely, that's 分红 There's nothing else that goes in there. 小偷正在分赃的时候警察突然出现了我家楼下有一个什么什么收购站分支收购站分支世界史是历史学的一门什么什么学科分支 again so maybe this is 废 this might just be 废 or 废物收购收购站废物收购站 Yeah, this one 废物 this is 分支 Yeah, an academic branch. All right, now let's see what we got with see what I did. 分红 is definitely this one. 分割 Oh, here 分割成了四部分. Yeah, I just said 分 with nothing else. I'm pretty sure that's still correct. 分化. 分化成了分化. So 分赃 is definitely that one. 废品.废品. What did I say? 废物. Same thing. 分支学科. So which one did I get wrong? 分红. This one. 分化. Maybe 分化 is unused. I don't see a spot for 分化. So there's 6 choices, 5 gaps. So 1 is unused. 分割分化. 分化. Yeah, if it was 分化, 分化为四部分. 分割为分割成了四部分. I don't know. If it was me, I would put 分 just 分成了四部分. Or honestly, you could just say 分四部分. Yeah, 分割 or 分化. I think 分割. Where was it? 分割财产. Yeah, 分割, right? 分化敌人. Yeah. So 分割 seems better. All right. Next. So we just choose the word to put in there. Do we have answers? No. But honestly, you can kind of work out the answers. 老师让大家先读课文，然后什么什么写一篇短文。It'd be 仿写, right? 仿写. I think that is an actual word in Chinese. 仿写. It is to like write an article with the same style or something like this. I think that is a word in Chinese. 仿写. Oh? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, 写一张仿. Wow, all right. I think the answer is this 仿佛. It doesn't work here. 仿制. This is to make a duplicate, an imitation copy of. 抄写. You wouldn't really say this. 抄写一篇短文. You would 抄写. 就是把它抄下来, this sort of thing. 仿制, yeah, let's have a Google. So 仿佛的仿 and 写, do they come together? 仿写. I think it is a word, right? Even despite it not being in the dictionary. 仿写. Yeah. 仿写. I'm not entirely sure what this task entails, but I think it's A. All right. 他说话太放肆了. All right, that was a bit easy. 简直是目中无人. 目中无人 is just like they don't think about other people. The others have got nothing to do with anything. 放水. Yeah, 放水 wasn't what was a new word for me. 放水. Lose deliberately. All right, I don't know that word. But absolutely, it's 放肆了. 太放肆了. 旅客朋友们早上好. 本次航班飞往上海. Oh, all right, that's nothing. 他的一生为人民做出了什么什么的贡献. 分外, right? 分外. Oh, 非凡. Yeah, no, you cannot say 分外 as an adjective. Sorry, that is definitely wrong. 非凡. Yeah. No, well, you can put a de after 非常, right? I'm not sure if this counts as legitimate in like standard Mandarin. but a lot of people put 非常的漂亮. They put a 的 after after the 非常. 这儿的土地非常肥沃. 肥沃 this one. Yeah, all right, done. 很适合种粮食. 从5月1号开始，这项规范会被废除。Yeah, 被废。No, maybe it's just 被废。被废。Yeah, this one I have to think about. 被废。Is that a thing? 被废。Yeah, 被废。后来这个被废 abolished 被废 Yeah, it is a thing. It's 被废 Yeah, 废除 usually comes with an object, right? 废除 You abolish the death penalty or something like this. Yeah, so you see what I mean? It's usually with an object. 废除此条约 abolish this treaty or abrogate. 废除了此刑 Yeah, abolish the death penalty. 被废除了 So maybe 废除被废除 is okay as well. Oh no, 被废除 is okay as well. So 被废 and 被废除 are the same thing, right? How do you decide then? 这项规定会这项规定会被废除 Maybe it just sounds better if you say 废除 Even though 被废 is fine as well. Maybe it's something like that. All right, so now that I've looked at those examples, I'm going to choose 废除规定 So you can abolish a rule 会被废除会被废 Yeah 废除 seems better to me. 他们责任分担各有各的工作 Yeah, that's almost the definition of 分担 All right. And what's this one? So there's no answers, right? So what are we doing? This is just chapter 19. I clicked to a random chapter. There's a whole bunch of pages here with indices. No, there's no answers, but we have ChatGPT nowadays. If you want answers, you just ask ChatGPT. 这个孩子 What are we doing? 非得一直哭个不停妈妈来什么抱不可来非得抱不可抱不可非得抱不可 It must be after the subject and before the noun sorry before the verb and it pairs up with the 不可非得不可我什么什么了好大的什么什么劲费劲 All right Oh no, but here you must put a verb. 我费了好大的劲才把今天的工作做完 No, it must be A. Yeah. 费劲费劲 is a word, right? But it's a separable verb, and they're separating the verb by putting the 费 here. You can't have 我了 So, yeah, if you know nothing else, you can't 我了 it doesn't work. 了 comes after verbs. 我们国家的球队什么什么获得了世界杯冠军，所有人都沸腾起来了。Yeah, that's not a problem. And 分辨这件事闹得沸沸扬扬，也分辨不清到底谁对谁错。It must be here. Yeah, 不清。分辨不清 is a very common collocation. 分辨不清 it's unclear who is right and who is wrong. That's a very common saying. All right. All right. So I'm still just mulling over what I'm supposed to do next after taking the HSK6. There's potential futures. One potential future is what? Is I do not pass the exam. One is I pass the exam and get all the, like, I get a score I'm satisfied with and probably won't take it again. I feel like that gives mixed motives, right? You know what I mean? Like, they're probably just failing people, so you take it again. No, that's like conspiracy theory territory. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. What am I thinking? Yeah, so if I failed it, I'll probably want to take it again, but I'll probably do it in like 6 months or something. I want to do it in Australia. If I need to do it again, I'll probably do it in Australia next time I'm in Australia. I need to be in Australia in July. So I want to prepare for that possibility. So what I do now, I need to have that in mind if it happens. So there's a non-zero possibility that that happens. There's also a potential future in which I get my marks that I desire, and I won't care about the HSK6 after that probably. And in that case, I may be interested in doing the HSK7++. And there's another potential future where I just do something else entirely. Like I do neither of those things. So I need to find something to do that no matter what my future ends up like, I will have done something productive. Do you know what I mean? So there's the future where I take the HSK6 exam again, future where I move on to HSK7. There's a future where I do neither of those, do something else. Yeah, doing that one could still mean studying Chinese, but doing something else like reading novels or something like this, making content, something like this, or maybe not studying Chinese and like doing something else instead. Yeah, I have to think about this. However, yeah, I'm not sure. I have to think about this. However, okay, I'm looking at this video and I'm seeing 1 hour and 12 minutes, 1 hour and 13 minutes on the clock. So a bit over an hour. When I studied the textbooks, I spent something like 10 hours per chapter. That's why, like, yeah, my videos are usually 2 hours long. 2 hours long, and I'd make like 4 or 5 per chapter. Yeah, so 10 hours per chapter. I did this. The one issue is there's so many words I already know. And there's no real room for improvement. So, like, do I skip them or do I revise them? What do I do? I have to think about that. The other issue is, like, there's not that much content in here, is there? Like, there's a handful of exercises, which, notably, I find these exercises quite reasonable. Grammar points, that they're quite reasonable, but they didn't take me very long. They're all 填空, right? They're all 填空. Yeah, every single one is 填空, without exception. They're all 填空. Yeah, without exception. And you're given the options. There's no variety. There's no use this word to construct a sentence. There's no here's 5 sentences using this word. One of them is wrong. Which one? I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like we didn't dive all that deeply into it. Have to think about what to do. We do have ChatGPT. We live in the future. We have ChatGPT. I can give ChatGPT instructions on what to do. The thing is, ChatGPT will follow my instructions, which is both a good and a bad thing, right? Which means I have to think up useful exercises, useful things to give to ChatGPT to do. ChatGPT will follow my 吩咐. Where is my 吩咐? It will do my 吩咐. It will do literally what I ask it to do. Where is 吩咐? Here somewhere, right? 吩咐. Here, 吩咐. It is both a verb and a noun. It's also a noun. 它会举行我的吩咐, right? It is a noun. 吩咐. I'm not joking. It is a noun. Here, noun. 你有什么吩咐吗? It is absolutely a noun as well. Despite the dictionary, it's absolutely a noun. Despite it not saying that. This is what textbooks are like. You need to edit them. Yeah, so ChatGPT will carry out my instructions as I instructed. The problem is I need to think up what instructions to give ChatGPT. I have these words. I think I want example paragraphs. I think it's time to move on from example sentences and move on to example paragraphs. And that, yeah. And because at my level, you need considerable amount of reading as well. So I think it's time to move on from, move on to example paragraphs. And you just kind of get the benefit of reading a lot. ChatGPT is good at this. Humans are not. Like, I can give ChatGPT the instruction, the 吩咐, I can use 吩咐liberally in a paragraph. And it will come out with, oh, in fact, I'll just show you. Can you construct a paragraph using paragraphy? Using 吩咐 multiple times, please. Please pay attention to collocations and context. All right, so 吩咐. I should have said to diversify as well. Okay, 经理一进办公室就开始吩咐秘书准备会议材料. Okay, so instructed the secretary to organize the meeting materials. 他吩咐财务部尽快提供最新的报表. What is 报表? Is this like report? 报表. Yeah, there's another word, 保镖, which is not the same. 保镖. This is the word I know. This is 报表. Same initial, same final, same order, but different tones. 接着又吩咐后勤安排好会议室。他仔细吩咐所有的员工，确保每个细节都不出差错。临走前，他还特别吩咐助理，务必按时提醒他参加下午的重要会议。So all of these were verbs. Yeah. And can you introduce a few, places where it's used as a noun too, please? So yeah, when I say ChatGPT is good at this, it's like in seconds it generates this sort of stuff. And it's got correct usage of 吩咐. So this is why I'm moving more towards example paragraphs rather than example sentences. You've got the correct context. You're in a workplace and the manager is going around, you do this, you do that, you do that. And it is an appropriate use of 吩咐 instruct. 经理进了会议室后，首先吩咐大家安静。 What? Instruct everyone to be calm. 接着，他提出了今天的工作计划，并明确了每个人的职责。会后，他再三叮嘱团队要严格执行他的吩咐，也执行吩咐。So I said ChatGPT will 执行我的吩咐 and this is ChatGPT 执行 my 吩咐 Maybe for ChatGPT you'd use 提示 or something like that, maybe prompt rather than instructions. 尽管任务繁重，但员工们都理解经理的吩咐是为了公司的长远发展，大家互相提醒不要遗漏任何一个细节，否则就会辜负了他的吩咐。Thanks. But I mean, I want both noun and verb. I want 吩咐 used as both a noun, used as in a variety of ways, including nouns and verbs. Including as a noun and verb in the same paragraph. 明白了 OK 会议开始前经理先吩咐秘书整理会议资料然后吩咐各部门负责人依次汇报工作进展 Okay, so here it is as a verb, here it is as a verb again. 汇报结束后经理的吩咐变得更加具体 Yeah, so here it's a noun. 要求大家在接下来的项目中严格按照他的指示执行 Yeah, this is prompt, right? 指示会后秘书反复确认经理的吩咐 Here it is as a noun. 确保每个人都明白该做什么虽然任务繁重但大家都很认真对待他的每一条吩咐 Oh wow, we've even got a measure word here 生怕遗漏了什么 Yeah, that's really good, right? That's you have context, you have like repeated usage of this word and yeah, you have the different parts of speech. Excellent. So yeah, excellent. That's what I'm after. I'm moving towards a kind of moving towards thinking example paragraphs. Towards example paragraphs rather than example sentences when studying vocabulary. 很高兴你喜欢这样的例子，用例子段落来学习词汇，确保能让你更好的理解语词的用法，尤其是在更复杂的语境中。段落提供了更丰富的上下文，能让词汇的语气搭配以及句子结构显得更自然。如果你之后有任何特定词汇或表达需要需要更多段落练习，随时可OK 算了。Yeah, so this is really helpful. Like that is incredible. I just might have to work on my prompt a bit. So ChatGPT has memories, so I want to maybe I'll delete a memory I don't need and tell ChatGPT, I want you to construct example paragraphs where the word is used multiple times in multiple parts of speech. The paragraph needs appropriate context and collocations. And because at my level, you must know the collocations. Like, I guess that's why the textbook includes it. Like a fair chunk of the textbook now is just collocations. That's what all this is, collocations. Yeah, you must know them. It's not like you can get away without knowing these. Yeah, so maybe this is a reasonable thing to do. So go chapter by chapter, word by word, nearly 6,000 words, right? 5,000 something, 5,500 words. Get ChatGPT to give me example paragraphs for these. It will take a while. At the same time, to improve noticeably, it takes a long time. It takes tens of thousands of hours, right? There's some guy who said, yeah, to become an expert takes tens of thousands of hours. It was 10,000 hours, but then you had to add a few other things on top of that. Like, it's something you could become an expert at. There was a Veritasium video on this, right? Let's see if I can find it. YouTube. Veritasium expertise. Veritasium. Not this one. Veritasium videos are quite good. Is it this one? No, I don't think so. The success and good luck one that was an interesting video, wasn't it? Did you see it? Yeah, he describes, like, even if 95% of what you're doing is your hard work, then you have this kind of little minor contribution of luck, which pushes you over the edge. And that's how it's been in my life as well. The successful people also had a bit of luck. It's not that they didn't work insanely hard. It's just that they worked insanely hard and had a little bit of luck on top of that. And the people who worked, there's a whole bunch of people who worked insanely hard and did not have that luck. And yeah, the science of thinking. I don't think it's... This is none of this. Post-truth? Nah, anyway. Like, I don't know. Oh, this one. The first one. The 4 things it takes to become an expert. That's the video. What was it? The ability to get feedback. The ability to... I forget. I'll have to watch some video again. Yeah. Anyway, you need to put in a lot of hard work is the moral of the story. We're not talking like little amount of hours. You need the 10,000 hours, but you also need multiple other things on top of that, not just putting in a lot of hard work into something that doesn't mean anything or whatever. Yeah, so Chinese absolutely you can get good at by putting in many hours. So I sit here and think, all right, well, maybe I spend a lot of time doing this, but I'm going to spend a lot of time studying this or a lot of time studying something else. Like the not studying and, like, I don't know, what would I do with my life if I wasn't studying? I wouldn't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's not really going to happen. Yeah, so I'm going to study something. Have to think about this. Anyway, I'm just mulling over things. I don't know. This does seem plausible. Yeah. One issue is me. Actually, let's go back. My listening is my weakness. Okay. Could you put that paragraph into a single response, please. I want to play the audio and practice my listening. Put such a paragraph into a single response. Yeah, I don't want this. Unfortunately, yeah, I may just have to suck it up and put up with this. It's not a major issue. Now, where's the audio? Play. Can you hear it? Not playing yet.
当然可以。以下是一个段落，包含丰富的上下文和多种词汇的使用，方便你做听力练习。项目启动之前，经理特别吩咐每个部门负责人要按时提交计划书，并强调每个人的职责和分工。会上，他的吩咐非常详细，尤其针对时间安排、成本控制等关键环节提出了具体要求。会后，各部门负责人马上回到自己的团队，把经理的吩咐逐条传达下去。虽然任务紧迫，但大家都严格按照这些吩咐执行，确保不会遗漏任何一个细节。秘书也负责跟进每条指示，生怕有什么地方不清楚，影响项目的顺利进行。希望这段内容能够帮到你的听力练习。
So there's no 吩咐 here, is there? Yeah, 负责跟. So where was 吩咐? 吩咐 was here. Just here, 吩咐. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that works for me. I mean, I can survive with this sort of stuff. Making sound. I wish I could. Can I select this and just play this? No, I cannot. I can quote it. Can I play my own? No, I cannot. All right. I can only play, do the audio with ChatGPT. All right. All right. I'm getting lots of inspiration here of how to proceed. This does seem like a promising avenue, going through the vocabulary. I need to do more listening, though. I really like... my listening absolutely needs improvement, and the way to get improvement is hundreds of hours of practice. And if I can help, if ChatGPT can help me do that, that would be much better. All right, mulling over what to do next. The other thing is this. I have the grammar book, but I flick through it and the grammar, I feel like I've done all this. Almost all of it. The grammar is just HSK6 grammar. I don't know. Maybe I should take the grammar book and work from the end to the start or something like this. Let's, all right, so, sorry. This is the grammar book, which is Gaoji. So Gaoji is 789, right? For the new standards, 789. It's definitely this level as well. All right. It's just some of these, like, yeah, gay used as a pronoun. Sure. Yeah. 该公司, this sort of thing. That's... Some of these are really not challenging. 怪不得难怪 Yeah, 怪不得 it's kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense now, kind of thing. 怪不得他中文说得这么好 Yeah. 好在 Oh, I like this one. I adopted this phrase into my vocabulary a long time ago. 好在 you add at the start of a sentence. It just means fortunately. I chose this one in particular because it's easy to handwrite. And when I took the HSK, yeah, there's like, there's other ways to say fortunately, but 好在 is super easy to handwrite. 好在你姐姐现在也在北京 Yeah, some of them are so simple. What is this thing in a box here? 锁线. So this is like might as well or why not kind of thing. 现在已经很晚了，我索性在外面吃完，再回家好了。All right. Yeah, might as well. I've studied this. I feel like a huge number of these are Ari. I studied Ari HSK4. I'm pretty sure HSK4 I studied Ari. Maybe early HSK5. Because it came out in my book. Not my book, my reading, my general reading. Ari is a very common phrase. OK, 数字量词抽象数这一分容易一个态度。What happens if you scan this? There you go, if you want to scan it. I have no idea what happens if you scan that. Get my phone. Go have another phone. I'll scan it, see what happens. How do I scan? Sorry. I'm not an expert at this thing. Is there? What do I do? What do I do? No. How do I scan a QR? Scan QR code. Oh, the cleverly disguised button. Scan QR code. All right. Okay, so it goes to this website. Wait, really? There's an MP3?
今天我就要你一个态度。
我就要你一个态度。
今天的活动，难道我不去不行吗？
不行，今天我就要你一个态度，你一定得去。
一定得去。Here.
二，你还是住得离学校近些吧，让我和你妈图一个安心。
So we're reading this.
其实郊区的房子性价比很高的，我住那边也行。
你还是住得离学校近些吧，让我和你妈图一个安心。三，这一份荣誉沉甸甸的，我怕我承受不起。老师，这一份荣誉沉甸甸的，我怕我承受不起。
不会的，我们都觉得这份荣誉就应该属于你。
So we're meant to be looking at
补充例句。
补充例句。
一，
例句。
这是我的一片心意，希望您不要推辞。二，你需要保持一个好的心态。三
What am I learning
他有
here?
一身本领，颇有才华。
一身 It's just measure
这里
words,
虽
right?
然听不见什么争吵声，但并不是一团和气。我的肩上有
两
两份
份责任，一是赡养父母，二是养育儿女。你有一门手艺，却无处展示，实在是太遗憾了。Is that it? All right. So if you scan the QR code, you get that MP3. I mean, it's kind of helpful, I guess, but I don't know, like, if you've already read it, then it's kind of, yeah, you know what I mean? I've read it, or like, what's the point of having the sound? I already know what it says. What is this section anyway? So, like, we're just using measure words, right? With an abstract entity. 属于名词性短语。So 一个态度，一个安心，一份荣誉。I don't understand why this is any different than non-abstract entities. 一个苹果，一片心意。It's just know the measure words. Yeah. Anyway. So I kind of, at least from my perspective, a lot of this I already know. 这样一来, yeah. A lot of this I know either from actually studying it or just from general input. 不知什么什么好, absolutely studied that. 所谓 blah blah 就是. I've seen that a lot in my reading, especially in academic articles. 所谓那个扫盲 is it 扫盲？觉得是扫盲。This one. This refers to, well, like sweeping away illiteracy or like Salmang. Yeah, it refers to like Chinese government programs, what, 60 years ago, where they were trying to reduce illiteracy. Yeah, so you could use it here. 所谓扫盲就是中国政府60年前执行的采取的政策。就是我怎么说？面对盲人，不是盲人，文盲的人士，帮助他们学会流利的阅读 ，something like that. I don't know. So 以什么什么为？Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with the grammar textbook. Like, presumably there are useful things. 与其宁可宁愿还有宁肯 I don't know, this sort of stuff studied years ago. 由于一致固然 yeah. This kind of study conjunctions and like grammar words, prepositions and whatever. You kind of just run out of them, right? So you need to do them more. You kind of study them all and it's like, all right, there's none left. So this is when this is more important. Yeah. 得不偿失得手. Oh, this is the recipient, like of a Nobel Prize or something. 得天独厚得意于得意洋洋 This is like super proud, right? 登陆地道 Actually, all those I know. All right. But those are better. This is the problem. If you spend a lot of time studying, you kind of run out of things to study. Sometimes, yeah, it is more just I need to improve my practice rather than my theory. I know this stuff, but I don't have it on automation. It's not on lock. Anyway, I have to think about what to do. I have these books. I did like pay for them. Maybe I should make use of them. I do have other textbooks I haven't studied as well. I feel like this is an option. What's that character? Li Xiao. I don't know this one. Is it Xian? That didn't work. Let me draw it again. It is 女和这个 Xian. It is Xian. Refined. I don't know this character. 娴熟娴精娴细 Interesting. Okay, and 万盈对吗？万盈 anyway, I'm just getting distracted. Yeah, I guess I just think about what to do. But that seems like a reasonable option. But I should consider all the options before making a decision on what to do next. That way you can make a better decision. I don't know everything about everything, right? All right, let's call it a video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Remember to liking, subscribing, whatever people do. And yeah, see you next video. 下次聊.